Right, welcome folks. It is a Tuesday evening and a slightly different order this evening. I am commentating live, not from the usual studio down in Cape Town, but from Hermanus. And good to have you guys on board with us. The usual suspects are at work here at the Mint Rapworks Online Outlaws Esports Official. Let us know if you can hear us. Give me a thumbs up on the YouTube channel. We're also live on Facebook, and we're coming to you from the Nurburgring. So 6 minutes and 43 seconds left of the qualifying, and of course Skiddy won again in the Ferrari, doing his magic. 1 hour, 1 minute and 54. Nice to see DMRE Jazzy 126 just behind him in the McLaren, Alinar Pace in the Audi, and Matwa 04 in the McLaren. He's also putting on some really good times there. Jakes Farikaki, well, the guy from Bloemfontein. How cool is that name? Fluffy Butt also in there. Craig, good to see Craig Thompson out here this evening. And then Alvin 80, just looking down the line there. Con, Alex, JD Dog, Slash 007, NTZ 19, Parki Farki in the BMW, and of course Alvin 80 and our co-sponsor. Well done to you guys for coming on board as always. JD Dog, also JD Dog Designs, the guys from Mint Rapworks are doing their magic. Thanks very much for joining us. Oh, there we go, on board with Jazz 126 in that very understated McLaren, currently in P2. Let's see what he does. Just under 5 minutes left of quali here at the Nurburgring. 15 turns of an incredible track out in Germany. Good to have you guys on board. If you've just joined us, a warm welcome to the broadcast this evening. It's a Tuesday, and we are coming to you, well, they might be in Germany, but I'm coming to you live from a slightly new studio this evening. We'll try and get a picture of it a little bit later. Set up just outside Hermanus with a double gig this evening. So good to have you guys all on board. Stefan Wessels, how's it, my man? Let us know what it sounds like on your side. Let's hope the studio is okay. But good to have you guys all here with us. The usual suspects out there. Alinar Pace from Johannesburg. Kalen Mao, one of the quickest eSIM races in South Africa at the moment. And there he goes. Car number 11 back in the Audi for Season 3. The DTM inspired Season 3 with Online Outlaws. The Mint Rapworks Online Outlaws Esports official server being hosted here this evening. Thanks for joining us. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock for qualifying. It's going to be big racing from Nurburgring as always. Well, let's have another quick look, just making sure that our sound feed is 100%. I know the guys were saying that it was a little bit of echo. It sounded like we were at an actual race meeting. And just playing around with some new settings on the board. If the guys from Outlaws could maybe just give me a heads up on the WhatsApp group, just let me know what's happening out there. As I said, off-site this evening, we're out in Hermanus, the beautiful Whale Coast. A splendid evening out here this evening, and commentating live just outside Hermanus this evening. Let us know where you are commentating from. Give us a heads up if you are watching the live stream. And big racing on the cards this evening. Skiddy One again putting it into pole position as we mentioned early on. And some of our new guys out there. Matua, this young man can race a car out of Pretoria, representing the RTA boys. Well done to Mr. Matua. He's doing a great job. JD Dog, let's go see what he's doing. The young man from Cape Town who does the most amazing livery. There he goes. Car number 23. Another one of our Ferrari drivers. Absolutely amazing. That Evo 3, great sounding car. And how cool is this Lamborghini? We're going to get some volume on the cars very shortly as the Lambo takes off the circuit. Only 53 seconds left of qualifying, I think pretty much everybody. Oh, there we go. Nice to see Alvin Sykes. How's it, young man? Sem Crete being represented. The guys that do all that amazing cement finishing. If you're in the market for cement finishing, this is who you need to chat to. The guys from Sem Crete up in Johannesburg. In fact, they're countrywide. In fact, they're actually going all over the world, is Alvin Sykes. Well done to you, my man. Let's see what Parky Farky is doing. The guy from Nigel. Love the colors on this BMW. But Skitty One is in pole. He is taken P1 with Jazzy in P2, and Eleanor Pace will finish off in the third on pole, and in the second row with Jakes Farikaki in the fourth position. Well, now we go into a slight waiting period as we just get that server ready. Hopefully we can go straight into it there. Eleanor Pace still out there on the track. What is he going to do? We know historically Skiddy One can put a car onto pole and he can maintain the pressure throughout the race here at the Nurburgring. Track temperature now 27 degrees. This will play a significant role in maintaining the tire pressure, and of course fuel consumption around the circuit. Well, there we go. Only one or two turns left before he brings that car in. And there you can hear the team radio coming on. SA's finest race, eSIM racing driver, coming up through turn 15 as he crosses the line. Let's see what he picks up as he comes through. Oh, there we go. And he puts himself into P2. So he is on the front row of the grid, moving Jazzy 126 down to the second position. Great stuff. Listen to that Audi as he revs it up as he comes down into pit lane. Right, that's the end of the session. We are going to go into our main race here for round number 2 from Nurburgring out of Germany, brought to you by Mint Wrap Works. It's going to be another fantastic race, guys. Stay tuned. Go grab yourself a glass of wine, go grab yourself a beer. Come back. We've got about a minute and a half to go to the start of an amazing race. Here we go, folks. Welcome back. We're on starters orders. Skiddy One grabbing the whole shot as he comes into the sharp turn. It is a right-hander. They come down all the way into first gear. Skiddy One up in front. Eleanor Pace in second. Third, Jazzy 126. Car number 126. McLaren being represented here. That green McLaren. Quite a neat start. Let's see what's happening down at the back there. There we go. Jazzy 126. Then we go on to the first of our Lamborghinis. That's Jake's Farikaki. RCA Matwa. This young man is on the fly tonight. Currently in 5th position. The young man from Pretoria is doing a fantastic job in another one of the McLarens. Look how cool that livery is on that car. Very, very awesome. Then Craig Thompson, the young man from East London, in the second of the Lamborghinis. In fact, the third of the Lamborghinis. Not sure what's happening in the front there. There is a time penalty, a drive-through penalty for Connor. One of our new guys has picked up a time penalty. Not sure what happened there. If one of my spotters can let me know what happened there. But back on board with first place. Skiddy One in the Ferrari, the GT3 Evo Ferrari. It is a very quick car, and this guy knows how to put this car around a circuit. Nurburgring, 15 turns of absolute glorious circuit. Eleanor Pace still up in second in the only Audi, and he's back in the car that he knows well. Remember back in season 2 he switched over to Honda, but made a comeback towards the end of season 2, but now in season 3 campaigning this beautiful car number 11. And as I said, coming to you live from the LaRue family in Hermanus. Thanks very much for putting me up, guys. Do appreciate it. Pit lane is open, so that means lap 1 is in the bag. We've got, in fact, it's not a sprint race tonight. It's a whole 52 minutes of racing. It's a long stint. It is Nurburgring. It is hot temperatures up at 27 degrees. So that is going to play a massive role with tire pressures, with fuel consumption. What are we going to see? Our race director, can you come on board and let me know when can we expect the first of those pit lane open ready, but when are we going to see the guys coming into pit, and who's going to pit first? Who knows how to maintain their tires? Who knows how to maintain their fuel? I can tell you what, I'm going to turn in for a glass of red wine. Drive through cleared for car number 44. So served his penalty. Connor 0608. Alex, one of our new riders. Only 13 race drivers out here at Nurburgring this evening. And massive racing for round number 2 from the German circuit. So I'm going to try and switch over screens and go and have a look who's watching us and what the guys have to say. But while we're doing that, I just want to show. So I'm joined here by a very good friend of mine, Johan, who's standing right behind me. So I'm going to show him what we can look at. So there's an in-car shot of a very, very notable Eleanor Pace. This is Caleb Mauer, all the way from Johannesburg, one of the top race drivers in South Africa. In fact, go and check his interviews on things like Espresso. He's been on 5FM. He's been all over the country. He's also been all over the world for his sim racing. And he's chasing Mr. Skiddy One, Sean Skitter, also from Johannesburg. So it's Johannesburg 1 and 2. It's Ferrari versus Audi. And then, of course, Jazzy 126, the only McLaren that's really, well, in fact, not the only McLaren that's on form, because we've got AC Matwa, who's doing an extremely good job. Where are the Cape Town boys? What's happening, guys? So there we go. That's what it looks like if you turn the camera around. Some great shots. If we go up into the sky, this is what it looks like from the chopper view, looking down at the cars. So to those of you that are new to watching sim racing, welcome to it. It's a Tuesday evening. We're at Nurburgring out of Germany, and of course I am broadcasting not from Cape Town today, but from Hermanus. And again, thanks to the LaRue family. They're right here in the room with me. They're getting to see the action live. And let me tell you, when you're new to this, it seems a bit odd, but this is the virtual world. What happened in COVID is it took a lot of people and it changed the whole way they have to race, whether it be motorsport, whether it be mountain biking, whether it be road cycling or track cycling. It's taken the people into the virtual world. Quite incredible. Let's go back to normal view. And we'll get there very, very shortly. There we go. Chasing Skitty One. He is just having a look down at the time. He is literally just off the pace. He's about 100th. No, he's 200th of a second behind. So Sean Skidder knows how to handle the pressure, but Caleb Mauer knows how to handle and put on the pressure. So it's anyone's game right now for that first position. All right, let's look at, there we go, first place, Skitty One, Sean Skidder, car number 13, that Ferrari GT3 Evo. Then LNR Pace in the only Audi in the 13 car lineup, Jazzy 126. How understated and how cool is that car? Looks like old Army colors, if anyone remembers the old Army colors. Anyone that was born pre-75 would remember, because you would have been last of the intake. Yes, South Africa still had intakes. Can you believe it? And then Jake's Fatikaki. I do believe this guy is from Bloemfontein. Only a Bloemfonteiner would call himself Fatikaki. Well, hopefully he's not taking Kaki tonight because he's in 4th position. So well done to you. And not too bad. He's only, well, he's less than 3 seconds behind Jazz, who's a well established racer. I haven't had time to look down at any of our feeds. A lot going on. Not in my usual studio. Matwa, the young Pretoria lad who's doing extremely well, representing Club RTA. Where are the rest of the RTA boys? RTA, JD Dog Designs, all the way down in 23rd. Sorry, number 23, all the way down in 9th. It's been a long day, guys. I've had a lot of broadcasting, a lot of... I was out at a golf course doing some filming today. And let's see who else we got. Craig Thompson, how cool is that? Look, good looking Lamborghini. NTZ 19, another young gentleman from Cape Town. Nitesh Singh, how's it, my man? I hope you're listening to the live stream like you always do. And then, of course, Steyn Nieuwenhuizen, aka RTA Fluffy Butt. Steyn, we got to change that name, dude. Representing car number 1 out there. This guy knows how to put on the pace. He had a bit of a tough season last season, but now in season 3 he came back last week and he dominated in the AMG Mercedes-Benz. And then of course the young man from Cape Town. Well, he lives probably about 2.5 k's away from where I stay, where I usually broadcast from. The designs that you see on a lot of these cars, that's JD Dog Designs. Chat team, go check him out on Instagram, JD Dog Designs. He does some amazing work for race drivers all over the world, making sure their cars look really cool. And then of course Alvin 80, co-sponsor to the series. You'll see if you look down at the bottom of your screen, Semcrete comes up every now and then. They do cement finishing all over South Africa and now have moved into Europe. Alvin Sykes, how's it, my man? I know you are listening to the live feed. Good to have you on board. Car number 25, Parky Farky, the guy from Nigel. Anyone know where Nigel is? It's I don't know, north, south, east of Johannesburg. Maybe someone can let me know. 45 minutes. So we're a couple of minutes into this race as we go to one of our new race drivers. There we go. Now, Matwa. This is where the action is starting to heat up. This young man is only 0.08 of a second behind Fatikaki. So definitely he's the one that's not taking any kaki at the moment. He's doing exceptionally well. Is he going to catch the number 14 Lamborghini? Thanks to the guys for refueling me at the moment. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. So Matwa putting on a little bit of pressure there. Well, yeah, now is where it's starting to heat up. Have a look at this. Jazz won in 26. The McLaren driver, only 0.07 of a second behind Eleanor Pace. What is going on here, guys? Well, there we go. Dropping down that in that last segment, 0.04 of a second. Can Jazzy 126 apply enough pressure to take that second position? And what happens when it comes down to pitting in, and who is going to use what strategy? Skiddy One dominating Artie in first place at the moment. Eleanor Pace now starting to feel the heat as Jazz 126 is applying the pressure. And trying to have a look down on my phone to see what it looks like at the moment. Well, you'll see the live feed says we're out at Suzuka. We will correct that on post-production. So don't worry, we are still at the Nurburgring. Right, coming up for another lap here. Is Jazz 126 going to give any more pressure? Matwa still giving pressure on to Jakes at the moment. There we go. Well, thanks, Stephen Vessels, just letting us know that the cars are a bit soft. We have tried to turn up the volume of the cars. And Wolfman Willie just leaving a comment a couple of minutes ago. Go Jazzy. Yeah, I agree. Go Jazzy. What a great drive he's had tonight. Skiddy's up to ante from Stefan Vessels, our race director. Fluffy on this. Well, guys, if you've just joined us, leave us a message down below if you got any questions for our race director, Stefan Wessels. Maybe just give us the question, ask us a little bit about racing. Sim racing has really grown by leaps and bounds, and good to have you guys all on board with us. I'm now been able to catch up with you guys live from my cell phone, and I'm broadcasting out of a house, a beautiful house by the way, in Hermanus. Did a live presentation for some virtual racing called Virtual Insanity. As we were saying, everything's going virtual these days, and even the racing is both online and with car racing, everything's going virtual. So leave us your comments below. Where are you watching us from? Who's your favorite driver? Who's your money on this evening? Let us know. Drop a comment. And my money is on Skiddy One. He knows how to handle the pressure. Although, if it's going to come to drive of the day, my money is on the man that we're on at the moment, Jazzy 126, in the McLaren, car number 126. Look at the pressure he's applying all over Eleanor Pace. So, Kalen Mauer, feeling the pressure in the Audi. Only 38 minutes left. So, Stefan Wessels, the new dad, a championship dad. If you can hear me, what's your call? What lap are we going to have these guys going in at? Who's going to do what? Let us know if you guys would like to comment on what you think is going to happen. But look at this, 300th of a second. And again, a massive thanks to the folks that have put me up for the evening, Ian Manis, as we learn how to broadcast and commentate out of studio this evening. Yeah, there we go. Matwa on the back of Jake's. Let's go to him very quickly. 700th of a second. Look at this. This is tight racing as they come up down the main straight here at Nurburgring. And if we... Oh, man, that's very close. What's he going to do? Turn one. They drop down that ZF gearbox all the way down to first. Now into second. Let's try and get on board with him. There we go. That is your forward-facing cam. What is going to happen here now? Now this is tight action at its best. Jake's getting a whole handful of Matwa. It is Lamborghini versus McLaren. Look at this. This is a tight first, second, third. Look at that speed. All the way up to 200 k's an hour. Through here. Third gear, holding it on tight there. Still on the gas all the way. He's going to drop down hard here now. Third, second. Holding it there. Beautiful racing from this young man from Pretoria. Let's watch what he does as he comes up through the chicane. Jazz taking second. Unfortunately, we weren't on that. We're going to try and go back to him now. I was hoping Matwa could make the move here now as they go up into turn 15 onto the main straight. I'm going to jump out very quickly and let's go on to Jazzy. He's done it. Hold on to the brakes there. Let's return quickly. Yeah, Jazzy got it. Thanks, Stefan, for letting us know what happened there. Well, we know he was applying the pressure. Alena Pace does know how to do a longer stint. Is this going to make a massive difference to those podium standings? Yeah, well, Pace made a slight mistake there and has dropped back considerably. And the army-coloured McLaren dominating in second position now. And again, thanks to my man Stefan Wessels, the eye on the ground, or should we say the eye in the air, that gets to see all the action. A proud new dad. Well, not new anymore, Stefan. Remy, what's his age now? He must be, what, 3 months already? 3 months old? Hope you're getting some sleep, bud. Well, let's have a look. A lonely first place there for Sean Skitter from Johannesburg. And Jazz 126, 3.273 seconds behind him. Alena Pace in third. Jakes in fourth. He still has the young RTA AC Matwa right behind him. 600th of a second. Then Fluffy. He's having a very lonely ride out in sixth at the moment. 3 months old. There we go. Remy only 3 months old now. So Dad, Stefan, Mom, Mandy getting, hopefully getting some time out and getting some time to rest and have a little bit of a sleep through. NTZ 19, there we go. Car number 19. How cool is that car number 19? The livery on that car looks like something straight out of the future. Nitesh Singh from Cape Town. Well, if there's anyone else following us, it would be nice to have a comment from you. So far, only Stefan Wessels chatting to me. I'm starting to feel a bit lonely here. Starting to feel that it's just myself and Stefan out there. JD Dog, look at this great guy. I'm yet to meet this man who lives only 1.6 kilometers from my house. Never met him. And the virtual world, there you go, up on screen now. Mint, Rapworks, and JD Dog Designs. That's the guys that do some very cool. So if you need a car wrapped, in fact, I need my car wrapped, JD Dog. If you are listening, I need a race, not a race car, but a team car wrapped. And we're looking for a sponsor. How's that for networking? Now, here's a car that's very similar to a Porsche for me. I do love the sound of the BMW. Do love the colors. It's very traditional. Car number 42. Back in the old stock car days, I had a mate of mine, car number A42. David Frey was a exceptionally good race driver, 2.1 series, or what they called the class. It was a 2.1 class. A42 was in fact, I think it got SA colors back then. So a number that holds some value. Alvin 80. Man, my man, and this car is looking rather bruised. Car number 25, the McLaren. Alvin 80 is Alvin Sykes from Semcrete. That car is looking a bit knackered this evening. And I think he's been in the throes of things. To be completely fair to him, though, he has been abroad for quite a while, setting up a business out in Portugal, of all places. Beautiful country. One of our newbies, Slow Lash 007. How cool are the colors of that car? Car number 12, another Lamborghini. So Lamborghini 11, 12, and 13. Craig Thompson And let's have a look at Craigie. How's it going, Craigie? If you're watching the stream, good to have you with us. We're missing a couple of local legends. Carl Oosthuizen not in the mix at the moment. Well, here we go. Some important information from our race director down in pit lane is that pit stops should be any time from now. We're at 29 minutes into the race. Again, a big thank you. The house is very quiet at the moment. To the LaRue family, Johan and Bianca, for putting me up this evening and letting me still broadcast. Well, we'll be broadcasting their live virtual insanity race on the 21st on a Tuesday evening. We'll be doing a very similar concept. That is cycling, because that's where the world is going at the moment. There we go. In the next 5 minutes. Thanks, Mr. Vessels. And your video is on its way, dude. I'm just trying to find the time to finish off that video. And then we'll be able to look at those very cool, if you have not yet seen them, the cool stuff that Insect Tech are doing. I think it's Jonathan. Stefan, just remind me. I think it is Jonathan. I know that you are currently testing some direct drive steering wheels. The pedals that they do are incredible. In fact, everything they do is incredible. Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much, Jonathan from Insected Tech. We have got a video coming. It's been a long time in the making. It's never taken me a month to make a video. It's just been so busy. I have not had a time or a chance to even have a proper sleep, because it's been crazy times. On board with Skiddy One, car number 13. Well, rest assured, this man is going to take P1 tonight. And in our pace, back in second position. Well, before we go to the pit stops, I'm going to go very quickly back to studio. I'm going to try and see if I can bring up Insector Tech. Well, there we go. There's what I was talking about. Insector Tech. How cool is that? Very awesome full steering wheel with pedal shifts. It is really awesome. There you go. Have a look at that. Fully customizable. I know Stefan has been testing it. It's probably been about a month now that Stefan has had that very awesome steering wheel. And very soon we'll be able to give you a video that's going to play. Again, thanks to TGN Simulations. They've been on board right from the beginning. Track art, very cool. I know that Remy has got some track art. Oh, Jazz has gone into the pits. We're going to go back to our main feed, but Jazz has gone into the pits. And we're looking for him. What has happened to Jazz? He's back out of the pits. Well, you can't take your eyes off this race, because now Jazz has gone on to some fresh rubber. What is he going to do? We've got 25 minutes of this race left, and then it's all over. Skiddy One still out in front. And in our pace, we know that he can serve. There we go, Skiddy One into pit now. There we go, the red light flashing. He is in pits. And in our pace, we know that he can hold out for a lot longer. So this will change what we see on circuit. Eleanor Pace now in first position. He's running a much longer stint. Skiddy One back out, but he's back out in P2. On board with Pace now. Matwa through into second. But Matwa still needs to pit. Skiddy One already been in. This is where it gets interesting, folks. If you've just joined us, welcome to it. Tuesday evenings, it is round 2 of the Mint Rap Works Online Outlaws eSports official sim racing. And we're on board with current first position. This is Eleanor Pace, aka Kalen Matwa, who does a phenomenal job in the Audi. But I reckon he's going to come into pit lane very soon. No, he's staying out for another lap here at the Nurburgring. And that can get risky. And we are going to take just a couple of seconds away from the microphone. Well, there we go. Just gone 9 o'clock, folks. Well, broadcasting from Hermanus. The race down at Nurburgring in Germany. Track temperature still around about the 27 degrees. 20 degrees Celsius is the ambient temperature. And we should start seeing the order change around. When is Pace going to go into the pits? The only person that is chatting to me tonight, Stefan Vessels, thank you very much for keeping me company. I feel very, very lonely in a room very far away from home. So if there's anybody else out there that is listening to the live stream on YouTube, let me know where you're contacting us from. Let me know if you're watching the race. As most of our pit action has happened. Eleanor Pace still needs to go in the pits. When is he going to pit? Through the chicane he goes. Matway in second. Skiddy One third. Jazz 126 in fourth. Fluffy in fifth. Jakes in sixth. And we've had 2 guys that have pulled out. So just waiting on this young gentleman from Johannesburg to come into the pits. So apologies if it's gone silent. We're just wondering what he is doing. That is a very, very long stint out there. Well, now 20 minutes left of this race here from Nurburgring. We're down to 11 race drivers. Pace still out and still staying out there. Would love to see what those tires are looking like. Matwa still in second. And pretty much the order remains unchanged. Let's go to a very dear friend of mine, the one and only Alvin Sykes. Here we go. Alvin Sykes, or AKA Alvin 80. He is having a lonely ride out there in 11th place at the moment in the McLaren. I love the colors though. Parky Farky all the way from Nigel. Car number 42. The BMW. The one and only BMW out there. JD Dog having another tough one this evening. We know he can do so much better, but he's having a rough time there. Car number 23. Craig Thompson. He's having a good ride out there. Mr. Consistency. Well done, Craigie. NTZ 19. Well, let me tell you something about Mr. Singh. He gets on with the job. How cool is that car? So futuristic. Jake's now in 6th position. This is a very, very long stint. It is a full hour's worth of racing. These guys are going to start feeling the tiredness set in. Fluffy having a great race. Remember last week, if you're watching, he had a superb race. Well, there we go. 9:05. Track temperature still up at the same. It is an afternoon at the moment in the Nurburgring with 18 minutes still left on the clock. Not much has changed in front. Pace. Well, there we go. Pace into the pits now. Now, what happens from here? Our race director, Stefan Wessels, will also give me some feedback as to what his thoughts are. Wessel Labaskachny, how's it, my man? Good evening from Pretoria, supporting Jazz 126 all the way. Well, Wessel, good evening to you, my man. I'm talking to you all the way from Hermanus, the Whale Coast, and it's a beautiful time of year. I had some work earlier this evening as we're on board still with Pace. Well, let's go on to Jazz, who Wessel is supporting all the way in the army coloured car. Is he putting some pressure onto Skiddy One? Yes, he is. As they come through turn 15, car number 126. What is going on here? Well, there we go, Wessel. Your man is putting on pressure onto our top driver. That is Skiddy One from Johannesburg. So it's Pretoria versus Joburg. 30 Ks between the two of them. And only 300ths of a second between them now. How lucky is it? Well, this might be international racing, but we can do a bit of Afrikaans here for the guys. Dis Pretoria, dis Gauteng, dis McLaren, teen Ferrari. Wessel Labaskachny, baie dankie. Jy is die enigste ou, behalwe Stefan Wessels, wat kom hallo sê, ons waardeer het. Ek sit hier so alleen in Hermanus se wêreld. En baie dankie dat jy kom hallo sê. Back to English. Skiddy One now in first place again. There we go. And then our Pace losing out that position. That long stay out there. Oh, Jazzy taking it very wide. Can we get to that shot? What has he done? Jazzy. Mayor Mart. You're giving the commentator a heart attack here. This is very close action racing. 15 minutes to go. Ongelooflik. As they go through that chicane. As they come up to turn number 15. This takes them back onto the straight. That McLaren of Jazzy 126 is very quick through turn. Look at this. Big action here. What is he going to do? Taking a different line. Oh, man. All the way down into first gear. That ZF box taking a beating. Man, oh man. And the racing got quiet, but it's back on board at the moment. So again, if you've just joined us, we are in the thick of things at the moment. It's round 2 from the Mint Rap Works Online Outlaws Esports Racing from Nurburgring. It's out of Germany. We are live at the moment, and track temperature has dropped, and so is the ambient temperature. But I think we are in for some proper action. Let's have a quick look from the tailgate of this car. Let's have a look here quickly. There we go. That's how close these guys are. So, Mr. Vessel Labuskachny, your boykie. Oh, he's run it wide again. He's gone wide. He's overcooking it. Well, we know they're both on fresh rubber, but it's just the excitement of the chase that might have just let him run wide there. Just listen to that Ferrari up into 5th. These guys have got very long ratios as they come up to turn 15 onto the main straight here at Nurburgring. Well, what can I say? Jazz 126 applying the pressure, but through turn 1, turn 2 in this combination, it's a double left-hander. What is the Ferrari driver going to do? 2 minutes on the clock. No, 12 minutes on the clock. It's 2:47 in the afternoon, and getting myself totally wired up here with these guys. Absolutely amazing racing on board with Sean Skitter from Johannesburg. We got the Pretoria driver right behind him that ran wide, and there you can see the camber of that road, the embankment of that turn. That's turn 6. Second gear first, and these ZF boxes have to take a lot of punishment. Let's go back and see what the rest of the field are doing. Jazz 126 now really needs to get back on pace and get up to Skiddy 1. Sean Skidder in first place at an hour pace. He's a good 17 seconds down. Not what he was wanting. He thought he'd run it as long as he could on that set of tires. AC Matwa 5 seconds down. Fluffy 4 seconds down. So this field has spread out really hectically now. Jake's a good 4 seconds off him, so quite evenly spread out. NTZ 19, oh, that's a good 26 seconds behind him. Craig Thompson out on his own there at the moment. JD Dog, man oh man, what's happened with JD Dog? He's such a great driver. He knows how to do the most awesome graphics, but he's having a bit of a rough time tonight. Parky Farky, car number 42, the BMW, the only BMW out here. Also running through turns. Well, that's turn 4 and 5 through there, through the combination. Alvin 80, how's it, Alvin? Hope you're doing okay, bud. And cool thing about Alvin 80 or Alvin Sykes is every time we stop the stream, he phones me to say, how's it, young man? How's it, Shauna? How's it going? So always look forward to his phone call. He's such a great guy. He's had a bit of a rough time, but remember, folks, as I said, he has been moving residential and business address from Johannesburg to Portugal. So we can't be too rough on him taking that 11th position. Right, under the 10 minutes to go, we are on board with Jazz 126, a two and a half, just under 2.5 seconds between him and Skitty One. He's just past Parky Farky, the young man there from Nigel. Well, the chat line, the live chat line, being very quiet for the last 10 minutes. If you still are there, let us know what's happening. Where are you? What are you getting up to? Who are you supporting? We're on board with Skitty One. We know that this young guy from Johannesburg is going to take it. Car number 13, that GT Evo 3, and you'll notice the voice gets ever so slightly quieter as the rest of the house here in Hermanus gets very, very, very silent. It is quite late on a Tuesday evening. It's a school day for most, work day for most, so we are starting to tone things down ever so slightly. Skitty One still dominating out there, 23 laps after just under an hour. We've got 8 minutes left to go. Jazz 126 behind him. That gap now up to 3 seconds. Pace quite a way down, 16 seconds. Matwa in 4th, Fluffy 5th, Jakes in 6th, Nitesh Singh NTZ 19 in 7th, Craig Thompson in 8th, RTA JD Dog in 9th, and RR Parky Farky, Derek Duplessis in the car number 42 in 10th, Alvin Sykes still in number 11th. So pretty much this is where I think we're going to stay for most part of this evening. And if you have joined us and you have commented, thank you very much. It's been great having you on board with the Mint Rap Works Online Outlaws this year, ACC Racing Season 3. This is round number 2, and I am broadcasting live from Hermanus in the Western Cape. It's a beautiful coastal town, and it's superb weather outside. And very, very soon, we're going to watch this guy come across the line on screen now. Let's go back to Jazzy 126. Well, now, Kyle, there you go. From the AMG Mercedes-Benz, the car that you raced last season and season 1. We're on board there now with Fluffy in the AMG Mercedes-Benz forward-looking view at that beautiful, beautiful setup of the car. Hope you're doing okay, Kyle. Well, Jazzy 126, great to have him back in form and doing a phenomenal race here at Nurburgring. And if you're wondering why I'm whispering, it has got very quiet in Hermanus, or as the Afrikaans people would say, Hermanus. Carl Oosthuizen, hope you're okay, buddy. Missing you out here on the circuit. Wish you were here. There we go. On board now with the green machine. Looks like an old army vehicle. Right, there we go. Under 4.5 minutes to go to the end of this race. On board with Skiddy One right now, coming past your screen. In P1 at the moment, 25 laps down. There we go. That's what it looks like in his car at the moment. 4 minutes left, and Fluffy hasn't changed tyres, thanks to our race director, Stefan Wessels, letting us know he hasn't changed tyres. Maybe we should go over to him. That is risky business. And look at this. That is a true champion, Sean Skitter, aka the Skiddy One. Look at the form on this young man from Johannesburg. Well, let's go have a look at Fluffy. Right, here we go. On board with Fluffy. He has not changed tyres yet. With only 2 minutes to go. Well, we know he... oh my goodness. Well, there we go. Race director just letting me know. I was just going to say, maybe the oval track driver, like myself, knows how to hold on to tyres that are non-existent and literally throw that thing all over the circuit. But a tyre change is required. He is going to get a penalty. What are you thinking, bud? Do you know and have read the rules? You have got 2 minutes left. Can he pit in and go for a tyre change? Oh, the young man there from Cape Town, still out there on the same set of tyres. He has one lap left to pit. Is he going to do it? Let's watch him. And then we're going to go back to our race leader, Skiddy One, as we bring him across the line. It has been a long, long race with loads and loads of action. And I've got to thank the man in the background that makes sure that all this happens, Stefan Wessels. Thanks for helping me out, bud. I had to set up and get this live feed done in literally a kiddie's room in someone's house in Hermanus. Not someone, it is very good friends of mine. I've got to thank them big time. Well, he hasn't gone into the pits. Again, thanks to the Leroux family for putting me up this evening and allowing me to host this race. We have got only a couple of seconds left. There we go. On the official timer, 47 seconds left to go. And that equates to about a half a lap. Let's go quickly back to Jazzy. Car number 126. The army colored car. The McLaren. He is chasing hard. He's just under 4 seconds a lap slower. So he will end up in second. It's good to have him back in P2. Skiddy One. Here we go. Second to last corner. Let's watch this man come around turn 15. He's going to take the checkered flag. There we go. The flag is out. He takes a victory. Well done to Sean Skitter from Johannesburg in the Ferrari Evo 3. You have done an exceptional race this evening. Well done to you. It has been a great one. Jazz 126 has done an exceptional job as well. P2 for him. Pace. Great race. Probably not what he was wanting in that that long stint out on those tires. What is going to happen with Fluffy? Well, Vessel, thank you to you. It has been a crazy, crazy evening. 2 back-to-back broadcasting. We had to do a cycling event, then onto this event, and all remotely done. We are super, super excited. Thanks for joining us this evening. What an incredible race. And how's this young lad from Pretoria dominating and taking P4? Fluffy. There you go. There's his time penalty. He was meant to change tires. Not sure what happened there. Wolfman Willie, well done to all. Well done to you. Every single driver, to our amazing sponsors. Wolfman, we're missing you, bud. And Marius Potma, hoe gaan het, Marius? Hoop het gaan baie lekker. Let us know where you are chatting to us from. And it's been a fantastic, fantastic evening. Well, that was round number 2 from the Nurburgring. And always great going out to Nurburgring, the home of proper racing. And we are at the end of our session. And there goes Fluffy. He is going to go wild at the moment. Well, from myself, Sean Peters, and the rest of the crew from Online Outlaws Racing, thanks to Mint Rapworks, JD Dog, thanks to Semcrete, thanks to Sean Peters Media, thanks to Track Art, thanks to all our sponsors, all our drivers, and of course, thanks again, a massive thanks to the LaRue family for putting up with my noise and my shouting as you guys race. It has been a phenomenal evening. Well done, well done. It's been awesome, guys. We'll see you next week, Tuesday, same time, same place. If you are driving or if you are traveling, please be safe. Make sure you look after yourselves, and we'll see you at the next round.